This is Dawncraft. This mod pack has really insane creatures and many difficult bosses that are really hard to fight. Tune in to find out to see if we can survive the 100 days and defeat the Ender Dragon. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Enjoy the video. Day 1 is just me getting some wood and making a wooden pickaxe. There we go. Also get some basic tools, stone pickaxe, stone axe, and a sword because swords are better than axes in this. Because you can actually slice. So I decided to get one of those. After that I go sailing and I find a shipwreck. And the chest had a leather tunic, I guess, and a little bit of wheat. And I took it. After that I make it to the map and there's actually a goblin king next to this village. So that's a future boss that I can defeat. So after I make it to the village, there was actually this weird little fishing hut right here. And there was like a fish zombie spawner. So I quickly take them out, no big issue, and destroy the spawner. And the loot wasn't too good. I just took all the fish for food, and just decided to grab it all. After I talked to the taskmaster, and he actually told me before I can actually start the quest, like the eye quest, I have to defeat 10 pillagers. So I have to prove that I'm worthy for this job. And I'm right outside the village. I decide to place all my stuff and start making a house. So I grab my furnaces and chests, place them all down, and store all my unwanted items. Over the hill, there's actually the Sentinel Night boss, so that's 2 of the 5 or 6 bosses that are near my house. And so I need to get better, so I get coal and iron so I can upgrade all my gear. After I get all the coal I got, I decide to actually find some iron in this lush cave, and I don't think mobs can spawn in the lush caves because of the light level, so I think that was really fortunate little place. After that, we make ourselves an iron pickaxe. There we go, upgrade. Now we can actually look for diamonds, and now we get ourselves full iron armor. We are looking good right now, and we got insane stuff. So I make it out of the cave, and I store all my stuff away, and after exploring I find a bear claw inn. So there's actually wandering traders everywhere, and it's like a hotel, I guess I could say. And they actually sell maps to different parts of the map, like different structures. And I thought that was pretty cool. And in the back room, they actually had some really good loot in their chest. They got some books, paper, emeralds, and bottles of enchanting. And actually an infinity riptide book. That was huge because that'll help with the bow. And now I want to actually find pillagers, and all you have to do is give him a piece of paper and he'll make a map. So I give my piece of paper, he gave me the map, and they weren't too far, I guess. So on the hill, I actually don't want to fight them yet because I know I'm not ready. So I find this little shack with hunters and I kill them, grab all their food, and actually a golden apple. That was really clutch. And right down the hill, I find this big structure that I thought there would be a boss up there, but I went to the top. Yeah, oh yeah, and the ice breaks below you, which is really cool feature. So when I climb the tower, I actually slip through powdered snow. Got put to 2 hearts. So I take it safe and actually build my way up. But up here there was an item stand or armor stand with diamond helmet on, but it had a cursive binding, so I wanted to fully upgrade it before I actually wear it. And there's actually some good stuff in here. Obliteration, so I can strip enchantments off books. Not armor though, but I actually did find a minion book, which was 1 out of 4. Also some diamond leggings, not too bad, and 2 diamond ore, which I grabbed. After I brung them home, I got 2 free diamonds out of it. I want to save it. I don't know if I want to make a diamond sword yet. And now I actually want to trade with villagers, and he wanted 16 iron ingots, so I gave him all 16, and I completed the quest. He only gave me 1 emerald, and that was really bad. So I just want to try to trade with this guy. I don't want to do that either. So after exploring for a bit, I actually found a monolith and I was not ready for this. They did a lot of damage, and iron just couldn't cut it. I needed to upgrade everything. So after like trying to fight these guys off for a bit, I actually get really weak. And I don't have blocks in my inventory, so I'm kind of just have to hide and hope for the best. So I eat up some fish, regain some health, and I actually just dip because it's too hard. And I want to mark this place on the map so I know where it's at. After going in a cave and actually trying to find some diamonds, there was a mob spawner. I broke it and no loot as well. Just some heads, buckets, and a lead. And then after this, there's a monster box. And I know what they do, so I want to stay away. But there's this weird copper golem shrine. And I did not understand how it worked. And in the middle was a copper golem. And I thought it was really cool that I was in this mod pack, but it didn't do much to benefit me, I guess. Then I find another spawner, which I know has a chest on it, so I destroy these spiders. Spiders are pretty easy if you block, and they're really weak, so you can like quickly kill them, and so that's what I did. Now I kill more spiders, and yep, block, slice. There we go. In the chest was 2 diamonds, some obsidian, anvil, gold, and some spawn eggs, which I do take. So that gem I left behind was 100% purity, so I should have kept it. But I found this goblin guy, traded all my iron to get more. It's like one, just give him one and you get 2. So it's a really good deal. I'll do that with my iron and gold. And you can do damaged anvils with that, but I saw diamonds up above, so I placed my water bucket, go down, and actually grab diamond. But there's a little golem over there. I just run away because I don't want to die. I'm in hardcore, and that'd just be unfortunate if I die. So after I kill the spawner, or the spider, there's a skeleton with glowing effects, so that means he drops a gold book and he's skilled. And he did quite a lot of damage, actually. I don't think the books were any good. Fire Prot 3, I mean, I'm never gonna use it. But he actually dropped a really cool chest plate that's like better than my iron one. These skeletons are really annoying because they spawn in the dark, so I think you have to light up the area. But I made them kill each other, then I take on the last guy. And the only reason why I did that is because there's this blue boss and I can just cheese it like this. That's what I did. And he dropped leather boots. But since my arm is looking a bit busted, I actually take it. And it's better than my iron one because it's a blue one. So I decide to wear that. In the chest, found a notch apple, which is going to be handy when I fight the Ender Dragon or any hard boss. So I take that. And there wasn't really much anything good in the other chest. So I decided to take on this crystal golem, or a zombie thing. And he actually smacks really hard. But I do kill him, destroy another spawner. And there's 2 diamonds in here with some good horse armor. And I actually do take the wither skeleton heads because that will help me toward the wither. It's a boss that I do want to defeat in this 100 days. After I get out of the cave, we actually went far away. So we head back home, make ourselves a diamond sword, because it would just be better and do more damage. And we got 4 spares, so we need more still to make better armor, but we do make a backpack so we can carry more in our inventory, and we do upgrade that to iron and gold. So now we can carry loads of stuff. Look at all that storage. There's a little scroll to it, so it has loads more. We do find this dungeon that I am really familiar with, and it contains really good loot. So I decided to take everyone out, and first floors aren't good, you know, it's like the third and fourth, which is the Nether and the normal one, but they contain diamonds, so that's what I tried to head for. And like right now my swords aren't enchanted, so they're just default, and it just does no damage. So I really need to get books and upgrade my armor. For taking on the skeleton, we grab some chests, and like I said, the first floors aren't that good, but in this chest, it was actually Feather Falling 4 book, which was really good because it would help, but that floor was completed, so we go down to another floor. I think this is the 3rd floor, but there was actually an Enderman spawn thing, and the creeper actually blew up a chest and the Enderman. He got mad at me. So, I don't know, his animations are so creepy. Look at it, you can like do kicks, flips, and everything. But he was dead, but it was so cool. I love the animations that they did in this mod pack. They did a good job. So after breaking some spawners and grabbing some chests, I actually do find a lot of ender pearls, which it won't help with Eye of Enders, but it will help with bosses that travel really fast. And there's actually diamonds in here. And we made it to the Nether section. We actually just block them off. So on the right there's imps, and the imps are dangerous, especially the ones that have the bombs. So I just grab my stone bricks and try to block them off. But first I want to break the spawner so they stop spawning. And these are the imp range. So they throw those bombs and I don't know if they teleport, but I put everything away. Everything I don't need. And yeah, I destroyed the spawner and grabbed loot, but the loot was pretty bad. After destroying that spawner, there's one more, and these are the strays, so I gotta be careful. But luckily my bow is pretty good. So I grab it, and there's actually loads of gold and golden apples, so that's perfect. Take on this zombie, little mini boss person, and he's guarding a chest that I want to get to. After taking him out, I grab the chest and a diamond helmet. Prot 2 projectile protection 4, and I mean that was pretty good. After that I want to start my quest. Take out 10 pillagers, and vindicators do a lot. After that I talked to the taskmaster, and he actually gave me a skill book, and I learned a new skill. So I can learn roll. And roll is really good for dodging. I rarely use it though because it's interesting. But now my goal is to exterminate a goblin king. So there was a goblin king by my village, and it was really good because it was actually pretty easy. So I built up to the top of the tower to try to locate him, and he's actually stuck on the stairs there, walking back and forth. So just grabbed on my bow and kept shooting at him. And so there we go. He is down. Goblin king is dead. So I don't think he dropped an eye. It was like a test quest. And now this is the first eye hold. The corrupted ogre. So the corrupted ogre is in a little dirt mound, but I just decided to throw all my maps away and follow my road to the corrupted ogre. After traveling for a bit, I do find him. And he's in this little dirt place. And he's just sitting there. I wake him up and I just shoot him, but that's easy. Bows kind of made it overpowered, and that's the best part, I guess. But I just keep shooting at him and he just dies. One more shot, there we go. And that thing just respawns him, so if you right click a couple more times, it will resummon him. And yeah, but we got the eye out of it. So that's 1 out of 12 eyes that we have. And now it's time to fight Knight Robar. He's the next boss. And after I make it into his arena, he seemed pretty scary at first because he heard explosions. And like this, it's a little weird. He liked the explosions and it actually scared me. But I think I actually don't want my sword. I need to switch it out. And this sword actually, a blacksmith gave it to me. And that helped a lot. It was like a great sword, and after I completed one of his quests, he actually gave me a great sword. So now I just shoot Knight Robar because I can. And there we go, right now. Second eye holder is dead. and we can always summon them again if we want to, but all we are looking for is the eye. There we go, rogue eye. And he actually gave me a armor, which is pretty good. But after talking back to the taskmaster, he was he says he was tough, but he wasn't. But at the top of the screen, knowledge. Now I'm unlocking to learn stuff, so I learned how to use anything from the create mod, I guess, which was pretty cool. And now he told me to fight Ninetales. So after exploring for a while, I actually do get to him. He's jumpy, and I actually try to use my bow, and sometimes it does not work, which was horrible because I relied on my bow. So I just use my sword, and this is where I got a little scary. I threw my sword down, and it wasn't funny, but my bow sometimes works. I don't know what was up with this boss, but oh yeah, and to my right is actually a mansion, and I do decide to raid this later on, but not right now. And after getting them some, he actually like two-shot my shield many of times before with this little swipe, and so I just quickly dodge and just swing my sword, and he was just down pretty easily because he's stuck in his little house, like that he trapped himself in. And he is just one more hit and he will be dead. There we go, we got him. And we can also resummon him again, and we got the exotic eye. Taskmaster again, he's surprised that I did it, and he doesn't know why he retired to an abandoned barn, but I get enough knowledge again, and this is where I unlock something really good. I unlock myself the enchantment table and the smithing table, so now I can enchant my armor. So after placing all my bookshelves to try to get the maximum power, I don't know if this is maximum power, this is just what I did, but I enchanted some of my armor, I guess. Got some diamonds from the dungeon, and I decided to make diamond armor and just upgrade the basic. But I upped my render distance a bit so I can actually see the island. So I grabbed some trees, build my way up, and there was these minotaurs, and they actually seem to run away when I actually attack them, which is strange. But after killing them all, I decided to fight the Overlord, and he actually had a lot of health, and those heads did actually a lot of damage to me, which is really not bad actually, but I just had to run away. So after I get him half health, he actually places loads of skeletons that do a lot, and he pulled me in. So this is where I used some pearls to save me, pop a golden apple because I was below half health, and he starts shooting lasers out of the sky, and he was really weak and I knew I could beat him. So I just gotta run around. I pearl so that I can get some more shots on him. Like one more shot. There we go. We got the skeleton overlord. Okay. He dropped the next eye. I think that's the evoker. I don't know, magical. I think it's still it, but down there we found a monastery. So build my way to the top and look at all that diamond enchanted stuff, bottles enchanting, gold and carrots. After we looted all that, we actually make it to the Sentinel Knight. This one was easy. I really thought he had 2 stages, but he only had 1. But I just started shooting my bow at him and he's blocking with his shield, so after like just being over the edge trying to shoot arrows at him, it's just blocking, so didn't do much. But I just try to get angles on him to try to hit him for a lot of damage. But he's swinging his sword and he actually does this attack that hit me for quite a bit. So I try to shoot him some more. Since he has his sword out, I just can't hit him. So I walk over here. I try to hit him from here, but I don't see him. So I think he's still stuck. So I make my way down and actually like try to fight him like a man. So he's still under that little thing. He sees me and his shield isn't up, so I do loads of damage to him. And his shield is up now. I just keep shooting arrows and then one more shot there. Sentinel Knight is done. He does not drop the eye. So after he drops a key to the tree which has the eye, I grab the key and it's huge on the ground. But first I want to kill this vampire. And he actually inflicts weakness on me, so my sword did not do a lot of damage. He actually got me pretty low, which is crazy. So after that, I actually want to sleep. And there we go, we got the next eye. It's the Guardian Eye. So that means we don't have to defeat an Elder Guardian. Now we want to get some totems, and the Fire Giant's next, so the totems will help out a ton. After killing a lot of evokers here, they actually used totems, which was cool, but they still dropped it, which is great. Because if they consumed it, that would be horrible. After killing the villager and him dropping horrible boots, I throw everything I don't need out of my inventory. In this room, there was this weird little golem. And there was a pumpkin in the dispenser. And I don't know what this was, so I flicked the lever and it actually spawned in this golem. This golem was weird. I didn't know if it would hurt me, but I tried right clicking on it, nothing happened. He's staring at me like he's gonna attack me, so I just stay back and shield. If I flick the lever, he actually gets a crossbow and he aimed it. I don't know what he's doing, but it gave me an achievement, so that's pretty cool. And there was a basement in this place that an evoker fell down, and I go down, get another totem from him because why would I would not leave a totem, so I do kill him. But those mobs down here, they were just spiders, spawners, so I defeat them all. And after exploring the dungeon, there was this boss with the Adjudicator, and I fought this boss before in Better Minecraft Plus. I wasn't recording at that time, but he completely broke my world. He crashed my game, and I had to delete that world, so it was unfortunate, but this boss just kept teleporting and just had to use my bow on him, and it was pretty easy. And after I killed him, I didn't know where his loot was because I think he teleported last second. So it was just around the bookshelves over there. But he dropped me the enchanted totem of undying. I do not know what that is or what it does, because it's different than the normal totem. But after I got all my totems, I decided to go to the Fire Giant. Got my totem on my offhand and just get all my gapples and stuff and pearls. I spawn him in, and he comes to the ground. And he does a lot of damage. Look at that, put the like one heart. So I pearl away and gapple up. You know, I don't want to go through all my totems. So I start shooting at him and it's barely doing any damage, which this was a pretty hard boss to actually fight. So he does a swipe at pearl and I just shoot him from range. It's not doing any damage, and I remember when my Elden Ring, because this is like the Fire Giant from Elden Ring, shoot his right ankle until he falls, or until it snaps at half health. So that's what I do. Keep shooting at his ankle, and just wait till he gets to half. So my recording got cut out for some reason, so once he gets to half health, like it shows me beating the boss, but it doesn't actually show most of the fight. But you can see he snaps his ankle, and he does his like weird lava attack. He like does this like he's just launches lava everywhere and fire. And there was a bug in this mod pack as well. This actually happened to me once. When you fight him and you get too far away, he kind of poops. But there we go, we beat him. He dropped an eye and the giant seal, which spawns this really unique fireball, which was cool, but don't use it because to me it's not that interesting. After that, I want to go to the Nether and get some netherite ingots, because I know that harder the bosses in the future will be harder. But I found this bastion right outside my portal, and I looted it. And there was actually really good loot in here. Got some gems and some pretty good chest plates. And after getting this, there was some iron, gold, which gold is always useful. But then there was this pretty cool chest that gave me ancient debris. That's the first out of the many I need. So I just travel and look for more bastions. But I got a sticky situation here. There's this giant squid in the back that keeps shooting fireballs at me. And he actually did loads of damage. So I freaked out. Tried to get out of here. And after eating some food, something bad and weird happens. Skeleton comes out of the ground, and I panic because he was cool. He's shooting at me. He did loads of damage. So I had to run. And that squid in the back is not helping with all those fireballs. So all those mini fireballs are the squids as well. I got put 3 hearts. And I don't have gapples in my inventory. So I decided to do this. He still sees me and actually sets me on fire. After going around the mountain and trying to escape it, I actually decided to hide behind the place. And this is a boss I actually forgot about. So I might do this in my 200 day series. But that's like a... for another ancient debris, that's like a nether boss, a shrine thing. But I think that's a boss, but I'll have to look into that more. But we do find a nether fortress, and inside the nether fortress was a weird little wither. There was nothing cool about it. There was nothing inside that actually helped. And this is like a pillager mansion that was combined with the fortress. So there was some books inside, some paper, and there was another notch apple and mending book, which was really great because it just gave me more mending books. After, there was just stuff from a piglin, and in this chest there was a book and a decent book and another mending book, but I accidentally put it back in the chest instead of opening my backpack, and I just forgot about it. I just left it. So that mending book is gone. And after I make it here, there was actually a little king's chair, and I wanted to see what was behind it. And actually there was an axe. It was the blazing hatchet. I didn't really use it. I didn't find it good, but there was actually ancient debris behind its throne. So I actually take it, and that puts me at, I think it's 4. But after I find this armor stand with a weird pickaxe, and it's a hefty pickaxe. And I don't know if these are better than normal, but I don't know. I took it anyway, and it was pretty good. So after that, I fight some piglin brutes, and there was actually a netherite ingot on the anvil. That was a free netherite piece, so can't complain about that. I took it and decided to loot more around the place. So in this little area I went to, it was like this weird ice area, which is weird because it's in the nether, but there was this lever and a door, and there was a barrel with this chilling blade. I didn't use it as well because I didn't think it was good, but I forged all my gear in a netherite, and now I'm really overpowered. And I just upgrade all my armor again, but I find this bastion after searching for a bit more, and decide to shoot all the piglins out and to get the magma cubes so they don't bother me in my journey. I take all the gold with me, and there is the cursed eye, which can be found in bastions, treasure bastions. So that's another eye that we need to get to the end. And then I found this pillager citadel. I think that's what it's called. But it's like a pillager place because there was a vex spawner. Like right there on top. So right there a vex spawner. But the achievement said it's like an illager place. But I just take all the gold. There wasn't much in this place though, just an E, but it was red, so I don't know what that has to do with anything. But I found the secret underground dungeon. And there was a little bit of gold and not much loot that I could actually take. So it was just like a kind of waste of time to me. So I just grabbed the gold in the center because I love gold and I don't know who doesn't. But there was pretty good axe, but it's iron, so I don't keep it forever. But that slow falling potion would be handy for the ender dragon. So I let these chickens free because they were trapped in a little crate, and there was this giant nether portal that led to nothing. But I do just go to the right, and there's just like 3-headed dragon statue or a tree. I don't even know what that is. But after exploring for a bit, there wasn't much in there. And I actually do find a netherite monstrosity, which I can get either get the monstrous helm or the hammer. And I actually should have made the monstrous helm in this. My bow's not working on this one. I was really on the sword. It actually does. So I gotta figure out a chance to get the most. Get down safely without touching the lava and grab our rewards. Oh yeah, also when I beat the Fire Knight, or not the Fire Knight, the Fire Giant in the Netherite monstrosity, it didn't actually complete my quest book, which was strange because I thought that would be like a pretty good treasure, like trophy to complete all bosses, but got ancient debris from the brim and I made a diamond halberd. Don't decide to use it, but I don't know, I just love medieval and I love these animations because I'm a big Elden Ring guy, so I just make it and everything. But after exploring for a bit, I actually do hear screeching and I don't know where it was, and I knew this was a fire dragon, so I actually do chase it. After seeing a bit of a render distance right there, I actually do chase after him and try to kill him, and decide to rain. After I shoot some arrows at him, he falls to the ground, which was amazing. But I thought I killed him, and I was like, that was easy. So when I get closer to him, he's back up, and I kind of got freaked out, and I panicked because I needed to kill him. So after like 4 or 5 shots, he would take a tumble to the ground. And I thought he was dead again, but he wasn't. He breaks the blocks below me and brings me quite weak. And I had panicked because I don't want to die to a dragon. It's not a real boss, I guess. But I just keep shooting at him and making him fall over. Just keep shooting him. And there we go. He's dead. He dropped a fire heart, which can use to make fire dragon armor. Also an ice barrier as well. But I don't know if I decided to make it. But now I make the cheekage. And I forged it to a legendary weapon rarity because I had some legendary stuff. I turned it into legendary orb and I got Thunderstruck Cheekage of Death. Or of Ancient Library, whatever it was. But now I make it to the what's it called? The monolith, and take down the skeletons and all the spawners and get the 3 keys. After I get all 3 keys from all chests, I actually get up to the top and an undead army spawn below me. So just skeleton zombies fight me, I guess. But that'll be on after the battle. So after you spawn the 3 keys, and we're getting ready to do the boss. And my bow does nothing again. Bow does nothing, so I get closer and actually poke him with a sword. And he actually hit pretty hard. But now I can shoot him since I aggroed him. So that's what I do. He shoots fireballs, which do a decent amount of damage. And I'm kind of blind because after I finish this fight, I don't think he drops the eye of the land guardian or whatever. That's what I thought he did, so I tried looking for it for a bit. So after I do take him down, I forget the chest, but I know the chest doesn't carry the eye. So I have to get down, but he didn't drop anything really useful. So make it down to the tower before it falls so I don't die of fall damage. And after that, without its energy, the tower starts to collapse. And once I make it to the bottom, this undead army spawned in, so I just take out all the zombies, which are just one-shot throws and stuff. All the enemies, which is really handy because I'm in this forest and I don't know where they spawned at. So after getting up, taking out the last 2 skeletons of wave 1, it was just pretty easy, straightforward. There was only like 5 waves, 4 waves, and the last 2 guys were in here. Pop, there we go, 1 more guy left, and we completed it all. So there we go, boom. They didn't give me anything good. Don't know if they were supposed to, but inside the bag was just bones and stuff, and the cloth that made it so undead mobs do less damage. But I want to defeat the Ender Dragon now, so I decided to go to a cleric, make him a master, and actually get a rabbit's foot and emeralds to trade for the evil eye. There we go. That's another eye. Then we actually go to a shipwreck, which took a long time to find because I couldn't find the chest, but this one I found. And after I bagged all the sand, he gave me the black eye. I think that's all the eyes, you know. So I started looking for the Ender Dragon. I went too far one way, so now I gotta go back this way. And we dig down and find it. Once we find it, it took a long time to find the room. I thought I found it multiple times, but I didn't. It was just staircases to nothing. So after placing all of our eyes in, getting all of our eyes actually, and we just decided to gear up, get ready, get all of our potions out, and pearls, gapples, notch apples, and then we'll be ready to go. So I'm thinking the Ender Dragon will be really difficult because it's Dawncraft, everything is really difficult. So finish up placing my eyes, and I don't know. I did not see the other eyes in my inventory, but click there. Now I place a waystone, so I can teleport here whenever I want from my house. And there we go. We are in the luckily we spawn on the island, so we don't have to bridge our way. But it all looks pretty normal now, except for the health bar. And just shoot at all the towers. It's that easy. Last tower, boom, and he actually sprays acid on you like right now, and he got me weak. So I pop a gapple, pearl off, And this is like where the fight begins. There's like little endermite things and then shulkers that make you levitate and stuff. It's crazy. And he just does a lot of damage. So I just keep gappling up with and using my bow. And he's actually losing quite a lot of health with these arrow shots, but this is the part that I love. I love that he goes on the ground and just the animations are so cool. Next time he goes on the ground, I'll show you what he does. But it's just amazing. This mod pack is so good. These little endermite things are like annoying. They do so much. And there goes the totem. I quickly put another one up and keep fighting him. I didn't really want to use a totem on him because that was just my mistake. I let those guys get to me. But there he goes, going on the ground. It's really sick. And I just slice, and surprisingly my sword does a lot of damage. And when he's on the ground like this, you can only use your sword, you can't use your bow. So I just slice and go with that. And it's a katana, so slicing it just does so much. And I got a little bit weak, so I pop a gapple, and he flies out. I don't know, he actually just jumps at me. So, just keep slicing over and over. Every time I get weak, I'm gonna go back and heal up. But he's like stunning me. So like, it's really hard to jump. So I can't change my hotbar, so I couldn't pearl out. But now he flew away, I can pop a notch apple. I don't think I needed to pop the notch apple, I just wanted to. But just gotta keep fighting. And it doesn't help when the endermite things and the shulker is just attacking me. They're just really annoying. There we go, we levitate, which means we lose damage, so I kinda like pearl on the ground in a way and try to block myself. That thing is just really annoying. I think I managed to kill it, which is great, but he's gonna spawn more, which will be difficult. So he's getting really weak right now, and bow skills are just not on point. Can't hit any of my shots. So I pop the golden carrot and just try to take him out here. So I get my katana and start slicing, trying not to get stunned by attack. He is really weak. Just a couple more slices. There we go. Congrats on killing your first dragon. Be aware that every dragon you kill will make the next war harder to fight. Impending doom approaches. So I don't kill any more dragons in this 100 days, but that is interesting. I don't know if it means by like ice dragon. Oh, by the way, we got to level 248, so he can give me loads of XP. But I don't know if like it means by respawning or something. But you know, it's pretty interesting. So now I made it here, and I'm just trying to look for an end city. So the first end city I find had literally one tower on it, and there was nothing. So I just don't put it in the footage here. But this guy dropped a capsid. That's one thing used to make the void worm, mysterious worm thing. So that was pretty cool. So from the first shulker tower, I get my shulker shells, make shulker boxes because my backpack is full. Once we finish up setting our inventory, we actually go up to the top and go to the end ship, get our elytra, and there wasn't much loot actually in the tower. It was just some pathetic diamond armor with mediocre enchantments, I guess. So it didn't really help me out too much. So I just killed the shulker that's guarding the elytra, and I actually just loot the chest first, and just iron stuff, so it's not too good. Put everything I don't need in my chest so I can save some storage. Grab our prize. Sky's the limit. We got ourselves a elytra, boys. So now I found the citadel. I didn't record it. I really thought I did, but I didn't. So I already beat one ender golem and you cannot use your bow on him, so I used a couple golden apples, but now this is like the ender guardian, I think it is. But I start breaking all this obsidian and making my way down slowly so I can get back up when I spawn it in, because I know this boss does heavy damage. So I'm just slowly bridging down like this, and I use my pickaxe with the vein mining or the 3x2 area and make my way down. So there we go, going down, and then I just grabbed the books from a guy that I killed and nothing good. Put it all in my backpack, and there he is, Ender Guardian. He's got his heavy damage, and I just gotta be careful and not die. So I know how to cheese him so he doesn't hit me, so that's what I do here. Get my katana out and start hitting him from here. I gotta be crashing to do it though. So once I get half health, he will actually be way more difficult. So I think when you go into the second stage, you can actually use your bow on him. So you gotta get his head or his face opens up, but there we go. Open up his face. We went back higher so we don't die by him. I just gotta aim in the right spot. So right now I'm missing, as you can tell. And I just gotta go for this mask. So there we go. The bow is overpowered. It only has power of 4. And that kind of made it like overpowered. So I'm just trying to hit his head. One more shot. There. There we go. Another boss down in the journal. And this is weird. He dropped 2 of each item, which was strange. But the one thing we were looking for is the map. And they have the both same enchantments. It's weird. I don't know why that happened. But I start putting it all on my shoulder so I can free up some space. Then I realized there's a true end portal that is pretty far away. And this is what can be used to get to Notch. So after exploring for a bit, we got there. And a quick little thing, we upgrade our netherite armor to have special enchantments, and now we're really fast. And we gave it some reforging, and that's what made us really fast. Got all of our potions out, and our armor actually purple and gold rarity, so it gives us armor boost, speed, jump boost. And maybe I was over prepared for this fight. I wouldn't say it was too hard, but it wasn't too easy. But here is Notch. We are fighting him, and he's got that big stone thing. And there we go. Shoot him with the bow because that's what we can do. And he does a decent amount of damage, you know. It says I don't know if this is the hardest one, but it's pretty cool. But since he did so much damage to me up close, I don't want to go too close where he just obliterates me and I die. We're so close to day 100, we cannot lose this fight. So just dodging his attacks, using my roll ability now since I haven't really used it since, and just shooting him from range because I'm really fast now. So it was pretty cool. And everyone knows Notch is just like cool. So he does have a second stage that has this pop a potion of strength and just shoot him down. He almost got me there. But second stage is coming up. One more shot and he should activate a second stage. Wait up. One shot. There we go, he's fallen. But that's not his normal stage. He tries into the deity. After getting backing up a bit and just repositioning, he made a black hole, which sucked me in. But these things do a lot. Look at that, just like a little beam. That did so much. But he's at half health already. And that beam was not too bad. It's those things in the sky when they shoot at you. Look at that, dude. Put me at like half a heart. Luckily, I got good netherite armor. So I just keep shooting at him. And Yeah. One more shot and he should be down. There we go. Quest completed. We killed Notch. He did not drop anything, unusual, but the world is balanced once again. It's restored. You can right click one of the dancing Koroks to go back. And I don't think he dropped anything. Yeah, he didn't. And I'm gonna right click one of these guys and we'll be teleported to a random place in the overworld. And I survived 100 days in Dawncraft.